So beautiful to hear him discuss and explain things.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved that he shared he'd been listening to Kryon as well.
That was a surprise.
Wasn't that beautiful?
No idea.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's part of truth is truth.
Yep.
And when you get in touch with truth, is you recognize it and resonate.
Yeah, so thanks again, Joe.
I hope everyone goes and checks out his amazing offers that he's got as well, and the YouTube videos that he has. Very helpful. So I loved that his T-shirt was "Expect Miracles." Not everybody saw that, but he was wearing a T-shirt that said "Expect Miracles."
Yes,
and
it was.
That's what this program is also about, is to expect miracles and to help those who are wanting a miracle, because we're in a healing program and there's many people that need a miracle in their life right now in whatever form.
So we're inviting you to participate in this week's Miracle Moments, where all of us can come together, help others and ourselves. I'd like to ask Monica again to explain how this works. We know that together we can create the right energy, the right time for those ready to receive it.
And so we know that we are all connected in a unified field of energy. We're all one. It's very difficult for us to understand that and feel that when we look in the mirror and we see one person. And yet we have people on the planet that have been connecting with the field and using their intentions to connect and send energy, and there's been healings result. And one person in particular comes to mind, Lynn McTaggart, and her Power of 8 intention groups, where they will send intention to someone within the group. The information from Kryon is that at a quantum level, all of those intentions are known. And so trust that those who have requested a miracle moment, they're known by the Creator, the great everything. I liked how Dojo put that into context for us. The great everything knows exactly who is asking for a prayer or help or benevolent energies or a miracle being sent to them right now. And collectively, as we join together, that desire to help those becomes amplified even further. And so I'd like to invite you in this moment to close your eyes and join together with me and my intention to find that place of peace within myself. I invite you to find that within yourself. And together, as we all connect, this bubble of peace that we have inside connects with each other, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And as that bubble of peace becomes greater than all of us put together, we can now visualize, feel, sense, or imagine that anyone on the planet right now who is requesting our help or requesting prayers of spirit to come to them, that bubble now includes them. And feel, sense, imagine, or visualize a blanket of peace surrounding this planet and hugging every single human, especially those who in this moment need to feel that their life matters, that they are important, that they're included, that they are known by the great Creator of everything. And I want to remind you that you too are included as you are thinking of all of those who in this moment need this. I want you to receive that returning wave of love coming back to you. And as you feel it enter into your heart, feel that amplify and send that back out again. And you may even realize that what we're doing is a continuous wave, an infinite wave that will continue even beyond this moment. And so just trust that the process has begun and will continue. And we can now tell Kryon we are ready to come a little closer.
Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon. Come a little closer. There are so many of you who ask such important questions. As it was pointed out today, especially in that which was given in the information of love, the information of forgiveness, that truly all of the answers may very well rest in you. It's not about the things that you wish to create in your life. It's about what you wish to happen within yourself that would then help create the things in your life. This, dear ones, is the message and has always been the message of Kryon. That as you go, so is your life. So many times that we have sat before you and given you information that how you act and what you expect and what comes out of your mouth is like a menu. A menu that you would have at dinner. I'll have this, I'll have that, I'll have this, and then it comes to you. And so many of you are not aware of the energy that goes out. This, loosely called the law of attraction, is real. And so many have seen it as real. It's one thing to realize that you create all of that which you don't want in your life, and it's another to realize that reversing it might very well create everything you do want. That indeed is the subject of this meditation. In a moment or two, we're going to do what we always do. There's a metaphor we set up for those who have not seen it before, where we cross a bridge. And this is a metaphor of crossing from an unknown to a known, or a known to an unknown, depending upon which way you cross it. And you go both ways, because at the beginning, we cross into the unknown. And at the end, you're welcome to come back. But some of you have realized that this exercise, the more you do it, the more it melds together. And that unknown is the portion that so many of you are seeking. That is your soul portion. That is the all that is portion. There are so many spiritual leaders who have always told you that there is an element of the Creator inside you. Some have said God inside. Others have said Creator inside. It doesn't matter. The wording doesn't matter. Is it possible that inside you are the tools from the very energy that created everything? This, of course, is the basis of spirituality. That there is a greater you, if you wish. There is a greater source than you, if you wish. But we teach that it's all together. The oneness that is sought by so many all over the planet, in so many lands, is the oneness not just with all things together on the planet, but the oneness with all things that exist anywhere. It's a oneness that says you are bigger than you think. And when you start understanding that bigness, then you have to ask, well, why don't I feel it? Where is it? How do I get to it? What can I do with it? Welcome to the Circle of 12. This is the process, the exercise, the visualization, whatever you want to call it, that allows you to go to that place that formerly you haven't been able to go to easily. This new energy on this planet is in favor of you discovering you. You might say that the ground is now tempered with love. That where you walk, there are things to discover that you've never seen before. but there's part of you which has to acknowledge it. There are still those around who wish to then say, well, nothing is good here. Nothing that I do will make any difference, and wherever I go, there's trouble. That's quite a menu, dear ones. Have you thought about that? What do you verbalize out loud to your friends? Perhaps you might catch yourself sometimes when something happens and you say, I knew that would happen. And you just verbalize something that you acknowledged that you had expected something poor and you got it. And here comes the waiter with the meal, puts right in front of you. Wow, you ordered it. There's a bigger story here. What if you could reverse that? Not just eliminate it. What if you could reverse that? Well, first you're going to have to change your menu. And I mean what's on the menu. What's on your menu today, any day. And we're going to do that by going across this bridge in this circle of 12. And for the first time, there's going to be a new room. And for the first time, something new is going to happen there. And this is going to set a stage. And every week, for some weeks, we're going to do the same kind of meditation with different results each time. Is this real to you or not? Are you simply observing something you think is kind of cute? Or do you understand that being in two places at the same time is well within your ability? Oh, multidimensional creature you call human being. Are you aware that your DNA is multidimensional? Quantum biologists are, or you could argue with them if you wish. Everything about you says that there is multidimensionality in you, but you live only in 4. But you exist in many. That's why you have the intuition you do, coming right from your soul. That's why you have the miraculous healings that are possible, coming right from the other side, from your soul. You are more than you think. So I want you to go there with me right now. Crossing the bridge can be anything you wish, any size, any visualization, but you cannot see what's on the other side. It's not too long, it's just that there is a mist obfuscating anything beyond the middle of it. Where you are right now, you understand, you're comfortable, you're known. All is known. But when you cross the bridge, nothing is known. It's new. There are those who have done this enough to realize that all you're doing is meeting the unknown parts of you, and they're beautiful. Because across the bridge, you meet the divinity inside yourself. Let's cross the bridge together. Take my hand. Oh, one step at a time, dear ones, cross with me, cross with the others, any way you see it happening, moving through that mist with a smile, because you are going to be presented with love, compassion, and the kindness of you. The core you, how you were created you. Not the you that carries in the baggage of past lives, or the you that has had to carry things that have happened with you and that trouble you. Not the you that may have a disease in your body or problems that you're trying to fix. This is the eternal you. This is the soul you. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is where you have peace. This is the home you. This is where you go to when you're not a human, you. This is the place you come and go from, you. It's beautiful. I'll say it again. And when you're in this place, difficult to describe because only you know what's there, we often take you to a theater in the round, not this time. We've taken you to other places, other rooms, you might say. We've taken you to meet other masters, the Star Master, and so many other concepts. But this is new. Not only is it new, you're going to experience what we will call actionable items. That is, something is going to happen to you, for you, if you wish. And the to you and for you is because it's time. It's time. These are things which you could not even imagine could happen 20 years ago. This is a new era, a new time, a new earth. This is what we told you was coming. A time and a place where humanity can realize what it wants and create it. You are on the cusp of peace on earth and don't even recognize it, because you think, well, there's a war here, what's next? And what's next is a reaction from humanity that says, never again. This is not what we want, ever. You're in this beautiful place. Come through a doorway, a portal if you wish. It says a signal. It's a signal. It's a metaphor. You're going from one place to another where something can happen. You move through the portal and you come across something you really can't recognize. Is it a room or is it not a room? You can tell that it's a space that's dedicated for something, like a room would be. If you'd go, for instance, to have some kind of an event take place, to a doctor or a reader, so it's a space where you know something is dedicated to happen. It's a space for you. But you can't see the walls. Or can you? If you look at them, are they too far away to see? Is that a star or two, you see? It doesn't make any sense. You're in a multidimensional space of you. And it's grand, and it's beautiful, and has your name all over it. And something, you might even hear it. It's beautiful. And in the middle of that room, right in front of you, is a chair. This chair is different. Every single time we see this chair, I'm going to invite you to imagine it differently. You've all seen a chair. You can see a chair in your mind, perhaps. But this one, when you sit in the chair, it loves you. It becomes you. It's the most satisfying thing you've ever done. You sit, it encompasses you, it folds around you. It loves you. The chair is becoming part of your DNA, your bloodstream, your cells. It's in touch with you, and it's now ready to be activated. This chair has a name. The chair of transformation. And what comes next is who or what is necessary to imbue you and the chair with what is needed today. This is the first of many chair transformations and activations, but the first one is important. There's going to be a transformation in you, and I'm going to tell you, as this entourage comes forward, they're going to touch the chair, and some are simply going to stand back and hold their hands up. Some of you, around you, as I'm mentioning now to the entourage, some of you may touch this soul if you wish. Whatever you do, it's going to go right into that which is the subject for the day. Transformation of awareness. This is the first step. It's been mentioned. Even today's guest mentioned it. You are not fully aware yet, dear ones, of what is possible, or what is there, or what you might do, or who you are. And what you need, the first step, the first seed to be planted, you might say, is awareness. Do you accept this from this entourage, which will then give it to you? One of the steps we're going to ask every single time is you to give permission. If you wish, I give permission to have this entourage work with me today and give me awareness. I give permission, you might say, to have this entourage work with me today and give me what I need in awareness. If you wish to say that, then it begins. It begins right now. The entourage comes forward. I want you to feel this. The chair is beautiful. When the entourage steps forward and melds with the chair, you are one with this entourage. And what they wish to do is imbue you through your multidimensional DNA with a new gift, more awareness than you've ever had before of you. When you return from this episode, dear ones, from this healing, dear ones, and you recross that bridge, when you come back to that place where you're sitting, I want you to be aware of your awareness. Something is happening. If you gave permission, I'll tell you the first thing you're going to see, a new menu. And in that menu will be beautiful things that will happen the next day and the next day, an expectation of healing, an expectation of problems being solved, a beauty in front of you instead of a horror or negativity, a way of thinking that is different because suddenly you are aware of the bigger you. Let them pour that awareness into you right now. Pour it into you. Is this real or not? Are you here or not? When you gave permission, did you mean it or not? All of these things are your consciousness imbuing itself in the chair along with those who are helping you right now. This is a new time, dear ones. A new light is coming, dear ones. We need you and your awareness to change right now so that you can become that compassionate, divine individual you are meant for. That is the creative template. Stay. Stay and hear the music. Stay and have that imbued into you and expect great things. That's the beginning. We'll have a chair of awareness every week from now on for some time. This is the first one. I'm crying in love with all of you for what you have done, with what you're about to do, for the permission you've given. And so it is.